You're logged on to RJR 94 FM podcast.
Stepping into the guest room, folks. About to speak to someone that my 8-year-old would love to meet, spend 10 minutes with, and learn some secrets from, because this gentleman, CEO and founder of Empire Arcadia, eSports ambassador for Cyberbox here in Jamaica, holds the Guinness World Records for the highest scores in Super Mario Brothers, Tetris DS, Contra 3, and is a member of the Guinness World Record holding team, Empire Arcadia. That's his team. Let me read it. He brought the actual world record. It's right here. Alan, what'd it say? The most documented tournament wins for a gaming team. 1,411 wins. Set by Empire Arcadia on the 3rd of August 2013. Officially, I've never seen a Guinness World Record in real life.
Certificate of somebody with nothing to do.
Gotta set up the post-interview chat with my son. Teasing you. Good morning, TriForce Johnson. How are you?
Good morning. Hello, everybody in Jamaica.
Folks, that's his real name, TriForce Johnson. Watch Alan's face. Yes, it is. TriForce Johnson.
Have him on the name game.
Well, we will have him on the name game, I'm sure. Son of Jamaican parents. Welcome. TriForce, before Alan has a conniption trying to figure it out. Okay. Tell us what happened in terms of the other name and the change.
My birth name is Isaiah. In 2000, when the turn of the century, I added TriForce to my actual name because my father is a Rastafarian, so he always taught me that your actual name is not what your parents give you, but what you name yourself when you get older. So I didn't want to disrespect him and get rid of Isaiah, so I added TriForce to my first name.
And that so works with what you do and who you now are.
Yes.
So who you now are is an eSports expert, so to speak. And you want to explain to the folks, eSports, what's that?
eSports is like anything that starts with E, like Alan's e-cigarette, email, e-banking, e-pro, e-learning, and then you have eSports. It's just the moniker that they use for competitive video game play.
The eSport Alan e-cigarette is competing with the real for his time. TriForce, how did you get into video gaming? Is it a background like most children? You just as a hobby?
It's actually my parents. Parents, and my father. He comes from Jamaica. My mother, she comes from Jamaica. She's from Spanish Town. And when they brought us to America, they had to work a lot. And back then, the games were very intense when it came to reading. So my father actually put me on the video games to play some role-playing games, Zelda and Final Fantasy and games like that, where I read. And he noticed that I would learn from the video games, and then that led to one thing, and we just started playing some video games and going to the arcades. He used to drop us off at the arcades while he went driving, because he was a taxi driver in America, and we would be sitting there trying to beat the video games, the scores and the challenges, and that's pretty much how I got into actual video games.
And unlike most other children who love it, or I should say many other children who love it and are fascinated by it, you have now taken it to another level. When did you realize that your skills were, slightly superior?
Well, I always knew my skills were good. I just never, when I was younger, it didn't dawn on me to decide to go and compete. I just did it as a hobby. It wasn't until I got married and my wife was like, you can't sit in the house playing video games all day. You have to do something with it. And
no, she didn't say do something with it. No, that's a nice supportive way.
Because she knew how much I loved it. So she didn't want to discourage me, turn me away from something I grew up on. But it was that made me decide that I have to I have to find a way to merge what I love and still be able to take care of myself and my wife in real life. So I was like, let me make a gaming company, and I'm going to make a company that's going to focus on developing many different aspects of video games, from the culture to the industry to the community, and that's how Empire Arcadia was born.
So give us an overview of Empire Arcadia.
Well, Empire Arcadia is a development company. It's like I said, it's made to help develop different elements in gaming: fashion in gaming, art, media, music, health, education, competitive gaming, obviously, technology, entertainment. Every different facet there is, we look to help somehow expand it to create a market in the video game industry, which is at $110 billion a year.
Wow.
It actually dwarfs both sports and music combined.
So tell us some of the things that Empire Arcadia actually does in these areas.
Well, to give a prime example, we're developing the competition area, which is eSports. So I'm an eSports consultant and architect. My job is to create infrastructures that help set up competitions in different regions of the world for eSports. Obviously, I'm here back in Jamaica, primarily because my mother passed away in 2012. She was a huge football fan for Jamaica, and she told my aunt on her dying bed that she was proud of me for representing Jamaica in the Guinness Book. So that along with a friend of mine called Rian Jefferson, who's from the Zalgo Cometh blog spot. I had to shout him out because he helped me a lot with a lot of things. He told me to come.
Tell us from where again?
It's called Zalgo Cometh. That's his blog spot. If you type it
We'll
up.
go look it up. Zalgo Cometh.
Yeah, Zalgo Cometh.
All right, go on.
And he pretty much told me to come to Jamaica and bring my esports development expertise here to help out. So, I wanted to do it for my mother, represent Jamaica. And I came down here. And Jamaica has a local football team, by the way. They're called the Silverbirds. Now, shout outs to Dean Barnett, Orville, Shannon, Ziggy, Alkino, and the rest of the guys. But, so my job is to help set up the infrastructure for esports. And Cyberbox pretty much flew me down here, and my job as an esports ambassador for them is to help them create a league to become the authority in esports here in Jamaica, to make everyone look professional when they're playing, so that we can rival what's going on in esports around the world. So that's just one of the many different ways that we that's what I do in terms of development. For my company.
Okay, you mentioned some other areas too in terms of fashion, etc. You want to give us some examples of the other ways? Endeavors?
Fashion is very important. Gamers have to have their own look. As you can see, I have my no-scope glasses on, my own.
Oh, no, describe. The glasses are yellow. What is no-scope glasses? Explain. All I notice is that they're yellow.
The no-scope glasses are digital eyewear that actually reduce the strain of your eyes when watching a digital screen for long periods of time.
Okay.
And both people who work, study, and play, you watch the screen for a very long period of time. And there's before they used to put the mesh over the screen to block it out, to reduce the strain of your eyes. Now these glasses are specifically designed to do that whenever you look at screens. So as a gamer who plays video games for long periods of times, I wear the glasses.
No scope glasses.
Yes,
right.
The no scope.
Note to self, go looking for those. Go right. What else?
The jackets. We have our own, team jackets, team jerseys, team t-shirts, sneakers, to match the gear. We wear Puma, because the Puma has a black and gold that kind of match our gear. So
and the bionic hand thing.
Oh, the power glove.
Power glove.
Yeah, the power glove. That's a thing I wear to extend my persona as a gamer. It shows the age that I come from, which is the old school gaming age, and the kids love it. So you always want to support the children and whatnot. A lot of kids look up and say, "Oh, I want to wear the power glove when I want to grow up." And I'm like, well, by then they probably have something that they put in your bloodstream and you can control the games the same way. So,
Oh, wow. Okay. So you are here with this company, Cyberbox.
Yeah. It's a PC LAN Centre in Springs Plaza. They provide 3 types of services to Jamaica. They have an ePro service. What it is, it's a mobile digital work incubator. people can come to this place. It's open from 10 to 10, and they can work. They can run their business from the LAN Centre every day. The hours are flexible.
When you say LAN, for those who don't speak the jargon, LAN means?
Oh, LAN means where you can set up a multiple set of computers, and they're all connected to each other from a LAN setting, because then you have an internet connection. So most people connect with each other's from their computers, internet to internet. A LAN is when all of the computers are set up in one area. And they can connect to each other from there.
Okay.
So that it focuses on developing those things, and we call that the ePro work incubator. Also, the thing that we're working on the most is the e-learning. We want to take the technology and the entertainment aspects of video games and create a program in where we can help kids become educated. Technology video games has educated me in my life to where who I am now, and we feel that it can do the same thing for kids here in Jamaica. They just need the opportunity and the right games, and that's what Cyberbox provides. It gives them the resources to come to the venue, do their schoolwork, their homework. A lot of parents come by and drop off their kids and say, do your homework here, and we have the right staff to accommodate them and encourage them to do their homework.
So homework done plus games played.
Well, after work and learning and the homework, then that's when the eSports come up. That's where the play comes into play, and that's what Cyberbox is also pushing in terms of the competitive aspect. It comes with 72 PCs all connected to the internet. We have games from FIFA, League of Legends, Hearthstone, Candy Crush, and everybody plays Candy Crush. Everyone plays Candy Crush.
I guess me, I don't know about to pick I'm joking. I have played Candy Crush. What do you want to do? I mean, you're here now setting up this e-center. What's the next step for TriForce Johnson? Guinness World Record holder, highest scores in Super Mario Brothers, Tetris DS, Contra 3. Wow. What's next?
Well, the next step for us right now is to focus on, developing the competitive aspect of it, because we understand how powerful it is and the potential behind the competitive aspect. So working with Cyberbox as their eSports ambassador, we're going to launch their league, the Cyberbox eSports League, and later on this week, in conjunction with the RJR communication group, we're going to be doing the Cyberbox eSports cross-country tour, where we're launching from the Cyberbox venue this Saturday to host a FIFA tournament, and then also a Candy Crush mobile tournament, because we're going to be doing Candy Crush on the phones. So we're talking with different potential sponsors like Puma, like Lime, because we worked with Lime before in the past. Last year, when we came to Jamaica, we set up the first corporate-backed esports competition here in Jamaica with Lime and Digicel to give them some credit, because we did with Digicel in July, and then we did Lime later on in the year. But what we found out with Lime is that's how the way they do their business, it works more with us. They just finished doing the YVAs, and they had a video game, eSports lounge, and they work a lot more with the community and the youth. So that's what we want to focus on developing. So that's going to be later on
Where
this
can
week.
folks find out more about not just the Cyberbox project, but TriForce and Empire Arcadia, Guinness World Record holders?
Well, most people can find me here in Jamaica, to focus on the people here in Jamaica. You can find me at the Cyberbox LAN Centre at 4 Springs Plaza, Shop 4. I'm there every single day, 10 to 10, so you can come and visit me there.
What's your online presence?
My online presence is my Twitter. It's at EMP_TriForce_GM.
One more time.
So that's at EMP_TriForce_GM.
All right, we got it. And for those folks who are wondering, I wonder if it's so-and-so son. Who's your daddy?
My father's Tony Johnson. He's a Rastafarian, representing Spanish Town, Jamaica.
All right, son of Tony Johnson, born Isaiah, now TriForce. Yes. Thank you so much for being our guest. Congratulations. Jamaica represented Guinness World Book of Records for something that I'm sure many of us did not expect. And good luck.
Thank you.
All right.